Subscribe if you're done being a loser. Let's go.
So I'm hearing talks about the motherland. I believe it's pronounced Tanzania. You looking at some real estate over there? There's some rumors about that?
Man, what I had was I actually had an interview, and I was speaking with one of the cool DJs over there. And you know, he invited me over, and you know, I put it on the table and I told him, yo, if I was to come out there and cop a crib, what areas should I look in? What areas should I look at? You know what I mean? And he told me a few areas, and you know, I just left it at that. You know, but you know, I love to travel. I want to see the world. You never know, I may cop something overseas yet. I got a little traveling to do though.
Well, one of the themes throughout Perfect Day to Boss Up is growth. And you spoke about it when you said, you know, keeping your cool. You talked about the incident with the reporter who said that they created the story of that, yo, he's a correctional officer, and how that ended up costing you hundreds of thousands. You spoke about the incident at the Breakfast Club where you said, you know what, I was trying to make a joke that just didn't come across correctly. What did it take to you to get to this point of growth and maturity? Because now it becomes like, I think for a generation of people, it's like, yeah, Rick Ross known for music, but at this point he's a boss, and now he's a mature man and a father. Were there some processes that were going on in your life that brought you to this point?
It's so obvious. You gotta have respect. You gotta have respect. You gotta know your role. You gotta play your position. You gotta know what the deal is. You gotta honor the set, man. That's how it go. And when you one of them people who you honor the set, you understand your role, hey, maybe some things come a little easier. When I see motherfuckers who live a little reckless sometimes, you could block your blessings, man. You could be sitting right next to the next play that could have put you in position, boy, to join the 3 Comma Club.
I think one of my favorite lines you ever said was the bank account called the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
And so, what number was the Holy Ghost number for you? Or how many commas?
Man, you know, to me, you gotta understand the type of mother I got. You know what I mean? She a real boss. She, you know, she about her business. You know, she put me first. You know what I'm saying? When she call you and say, "God damn, son." God damn, this shit real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I never got those calls from her. And I've been getting money a long time now. But it's like, yo, it's different when she call you and say, and I say, I told you this shit real, you know what I'm saying? Because there are numbers that when they come, you gotta stop what you doing and like, yo.
Levels.
This shit real.
Yeah, I mean, you said the line twice, so I knew it had to be real.
Yeah. You had a banker called the Holy Ghost.
I want to ask you 2 questions about that.
My lawyer did too.
The first one, as you can see, we listen to rap a lot. So once again, Nipsey, when he was like, when you make your first million cash, you're gonna feel the pressure. How was it when you made your first million? Because we always talk about $1 million like growing up, like it was like $1 million, and unfortunately, the vast majority of people never gonna be able to see $1 million. So when you saw your first million, how did that feel? Like, was that just an ill moment for you? And when did you start feeling that type of pressure? Like, damn, I'm on the other side of this thing now. When
I sat down with Jay and L.A. Reid, you know, I got a 7-figure advance right off the rip for, you know, my first album. I wasn't satisfied though. And most definitely, that might have been at the top of the list. I scratched that bitch out, you feel me? But it's too much more history to make. So like I said, I got that advance and I hadn't spent shit. I already had a crib. I already had my 745 Beamer, you know, what other little whips I had just from doing my thing. So I just stayed focused on the grind. That whole first year, when you go back and listen to all my records really from 06, my voice hoarser than a motherfucker, because I was doing shows and verses every day. I ain't give a fuck. I wasn't leaving nothing on the table, nothing. And that's still my mentality right now. That's still my mentality right now. Me and Jeezy was just having a conversation about this a day or two ago. I'm still that same person. regardless of whatever the fuck we got, if somebody come over here and they talking about, I'm gonna tell them, come drop that off and bring the rest the next day. That's just rose, that's just, it don't matter.
Never get satisfied.
No. Why not? Let's do something we ain't never seen.
Make history.
That's what it's all about. If it ain't history, that shit small talk, homie.
What's the, like, where you at now? A crazy amount of money. I'm sure you got, you know, accountants, you got estate planning attorneys, all of that. But how important is it to actually keep an eye on that? Because we interviewed Fat Joe, shout out to Joey. He was telling us he went to jail because his accountant was supposed to be paying his taxes for him, but his accountant was actually stealing the money. He didn't actually realize it, and by the time he realized it, it was too late.
R.I.P. to that nigga, Rose. Let's say R.I.P. to that nigga. R.I.P. to that nigga. I ought to pull some of that VO out for that nigga play. Nigga, you crazy.
Could have been the Mafia music video part 2.
Oh, man. God bless you, nigga. God bless you, nigga. You crazy.
But I mean, do you think about stuff like, do you have like people that's accountants, watching accountants? Like, how do you make sure that that doesn't happen?
You don't really need accountants watching accountants. You just need the right one. Too many motherfuckers watching motherfuckers. You expecting problems. I ain't gonna do that. Once you've been put in position, you're liable and you will be held accountable and you're responsible for your job that you're getting compensated for. And we only here for one thing, we wanna win. I wanna see you win just as much as I win, brother. Now, if you can't handle this, if there's too much paper for you, bow out. Check out. Cause they ain't gonna call me and tell Rose that the money been gone and the people did it and the I'm gonna say I'm finna hang up. You call back in 5 minutes and tell me you made a mistake and called the wrong nigga.
Nicky Tarantino.
Spoken like a true
from
boss.
Casino, remember? Remember that scene?
Shit, y'all niggas crazy. Y'all niggas crazy. Y'all niggas crazy.
Give him 10. So, the Promised Land model, because I think this could be replicated. And, right?
Can't be replicated.
No, in the sense of, for you, in the sense of, you found a property that was undervalued, you bought it, you turned it into an asset. And I'm thinking long term, or even now, is this something that you look to do in other parts of the country? Because you got one here in Georgia, I'm sure you got property in Miami, the other parts of the country that you're interested in doing something similar to this.
I mean, you know, this is a unique situation and I'm sure, you know, it'll be hard to recreate this. But am I still looking for real estate? Am I still looking for property investment, so on and so forth? Of course, brother. We ain't gonna never stop doing that. I've won on every piece of real estate I have, even though I didn't get into it to flip it and, no, I just got them and copped them. I still got them. I bought a crib that the homie Amari Stoudemire sold. I still haven't slept in that bitch once. But guess what? The value is, I could sell that same house for possibly maybe $3 million more than I purchased it for. And when I walked in there, I told the lady, this is my house. The real estate agent was like, what do you mean? Baby, Miss Rose, how you doing? Give me my shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And for me, real estate has always been a good thing, and that's something my mom always told me. Because where we grew up at, them houses might have been $50,000 at the time. Them same houses, shit, $500,000 now.
Yeah, we've seen the gentrification happen in Miami. Wynwood, it was so crazy. I was in Wynwood years ago, and I was driving through Wynwood. I had never really seen a neighborhood that bad. Like, it was like crazy. I'm like, it's like the 80s. Fast forward 5 years later, it was like the hottest speakeasies, taco spots.
Spots, tequila joints,
crazy.
Everything. They moved all the bums out, all the niggas out, all the blacks out, all the Hispanics out, forced the homeless motherfuckers to go on the other side, and they getting to the money.
That's a fact.
And Rose sitting here saying, okay, we gotta know how we look at things now. We can't look at it for the current state that it's in. What's the potential? What's the potential? Cause owning a shitty building on the corner that they knocked down 15 years later and put a high rise on could have made you $25 million.
Yeah.
That's what Jay said.
Yeah.
I could have bought a building in Dumbo, 5 million years later, it's 20 million.
That's how I'm feeling.
Dumbo.
Yeah. That's a fact. So is that something you're looking to do? Definitely go back to, or feel a responsibility to go back?
We most definitely,
more educate,
we most definitely
and then
buying
invest.
shit. We buying shit without a doubt.
Okay.
And we being that example. Whether it's in Miami, whether it's in Mississippi, wherever it's at, it don't matter. We getting in all the areas that we fuck with. Cannabis, shout out to my partner Burner, we finna do big things. I look forward to opening my first goddamn dispensary on Collins Ave, and that bitch gonna make $1 million a day.
Is that separate from Cookies, or is that in partnership with
Yeah,
Cookies?
that's a partnership I did with Burner. You know what I'm saying? That's been my favorite strand for 15 years. So once it was, yeah, it's a no-brainer, that shit easy.
Yeah, we've been, well, there's some people that we know that have frequently visited Cookies.
Yeah.
But it's a gold mine, right? It's a cash business.
Man, that shit is a $1 billion enterprise without a doubt. It's $1 billion, you know.
And it's obviously
situation.
something that you're interested in.
Oh, most definitely. I love it. It's too easy.
Have you ever thought about like having some level, because you're so wise, so smart, but unfortunately a lot of people still coming into music, or just entrepreneurs in general, some level of mentorship on a wide scale?
Most definitely.
Rose Academy?
Most definitely, and that's what we just had a couple weeks ago. We called it the first annual Boss Up.
Yeah, we was out of town for that, but a couple of our friends went.
Yeah, my partner Alex Bostic, he's sitting in here, he over there somewhere. And once again, he plays several roles on the team, but that's what we did. We got 40 other entrepreneurs in the room together over a weekend, and we all just
shared ideas, mastermind.
That's all we did. And man, it was so valuable. I learned from them and vice versa. We learned from each other. Now let's share each other's platforms. Let's share each other's connections. Let's share each other's resources.
We watch certain people growing up, and we idolize them. Number one, because of their talent in music. Number two, because of their business acumen. But unlike them, you're actually involved in educating the process and going through the process with the people, right? We watched you grow into this. We always said you was a boss, but we've actually seen it come to fruition.
Right,
Were you super intentional about that from day one? Like, yeah, I'm the boss, nobody made a sound, but let me show you how I am the boss.
Yeah, without a doubt. I gotta show you. Every day I'm hustling from the day we came in the game, and we still are. And we still are. And there's so much more to do, and I won't be satisfied until I've done something that's never been seen. And that's just not a dollar figure. There's also, yeah, most definitely, it's plays being made. This is a special time that we in life. When you look around and you see crypto and all this shit, this just like when the Commodore 64s was first created and motherfuckers got to see a computer for the first time. That's where we at. We in a revolutionary part of life right now. And it's time to be a part of it. And that's just one of the things. You see the platforms, media, and all this shit. You create your own TV channels right now.
Yeah, we know a thing or two about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, yo, man, I'm inspired.
That's a fact. Your partner, Tommy Duncan, in Jet Doc,
Right.
he told us, he said, every industry is up for disruption right now because of social media. There's nothing that can't be disrupted right now.
Right. It's too many ways to make the goal used to be $1 million. It's a B now.
Yeah.
Now it ain't even $1 billion no more. That's become local.
Mark Cuban said that to us. He
That's
says,
local now.
if you have $1 million, you should be walking on eggshells right now.
Yeah.
You should be scared because you're,
$1 million?
if you have $1 million.
Oh, nigga. Nigga, if you got one ticket, boy, you gotta. Nigga, 10.
10.
Minimum.
15.
Minimum.
Need at least 10 to be
At
comfortable.
least, yeah.
Nah. 10, you should be scared.
Ooh, okay.
That's when you pitching on the mound like Rose. And no excuses gonna be accepted. We ain't accepting no excuses. We really coming to get it. It's one thing when motherfuckers rapping, making songs and talking about this, that, 20 million, and this shit real right here. This shit real. We accumulating. Fuck all that fancy shit, cause it's a real big difference in who doing it and who talking about doing it.
It's the evolution. Like I feel like our heroes growing up, they never got a chance to mature. Like when Big said the rings and things you sing about, bring them out. That was what he knew. He was 23 years old, but it ain't really about rings.
Right.
It's about
No, we most definitely.
No, but I'm saying that's important.
Nah,
That's important.
I understood exactly what Big
But I'm
was
saying that you
Yeah.
this is what, you know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
it's like the evolution of the businesses, the money that you're talking about, bring them out.
without a doubt.
We
You
never
feel
we
me?
never got to see him.
And we
grow
never got
too.
to see him grow to that
Yeah,
point.
we never
But
got
he,
to see
but he
that.
most definitely gave us the vision
Absolutely.
and said it.
Yeah.
Because that was the pace Big was on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he inspired me in a whole nother way.
That's what I said.
You know what I'm saying?
B.I.G. reincarnated, you
You
said.
know what I'm saying? The way he inspired me and gave me game, there's no way just listening to his level of maturity, his vibe, and his rhymes, you could have told me, even though I knew it, you couldn't have told me Big was 23 back then. The influence he had on the game, man, that shit was priceless. But we most definitely, he was letting you know, because every time I was watching YouTube back then and he was in a burgundy Land Cruiser, I was like, I need a Land Cruiser. I want a Land Cruiser, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you brought up crypto, and I know you actually were in the space and somewhat, maybe a partnership with G Shiba. Can you talk to us about what the partnership is and the purpose?
You know,
of it?
they came through, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They put some things on the table. They was with a homie of mine. And, you know, I just embraced them. I embraced them, showed them a lot of love, you know what I mean? But, you know, right now it's so many, I'm getting approached about crypto, NFTs, this, that. Oh man, Rose, you can make $1 million on the NFT there. I say, I'm not really inspired, homie. I'm one of them dudes, you gotta drop the bag on the table. Poof. Or the confetti gotta fall. Poof. Other than that, you know, cause it's a lot of talking. It's a lot of talking. All that shit, stocks, all that shit, it's a lot of talk. Oh, Rosa, boy, we made so much money. Then why you even telling me about it? Cause if I was making all that money, you talking about it, I wouldn't even be telling you motherfuckers. I'd be running that shit up so much, sitting back
That's where we run into the problem, though. If we have education, right?
No, I'm just saying, because when are you gonna show us the dudes that's really, all I ever seen the dudes from the stocks and all that, I seen the Bernie Madoffs and all that shit. And for years, they thought them dudes was winning big. But once again, I've never really had experience in those areas. So guess what? The things I knew how to do was going by real estate, something I could touch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I stuck with. Now I've been approached by some homies that's in good positions. And I see them, they getting paper, they getting money, they telling me about the crypto, to this and that, to this and that. But I'm not afraid to say Rose moving in that area extremely slow.
Go with what you know.
Oh man, straight up.
That's Warren Buffett's philosophy.
Cheers.
You know, Warren Buffett, was the third richest man in the world? Second?
Top 10.
Top 10. He made all his money from stocks and investing. So during the dot-com boom, when everybody was investing in all these dot-com companies, he never invested in dot-com companies because he said he just didn't understand it. And everybody was saying like, he's old, he's outdated, he don't know what he's doing. Dot-com crashed. Everybody lost money, he didn't lose any money. And his whole thing was like, I can't be swayed by the whims of emotion. This is my lane. I can't go into something that I don't know. I don't feel comfortable.
And I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not afraid to say that. Now, will I shoot the dice? Of course. You know, I got homegirls, this and that. Oh yeah, this and then Dodge coin. Oh, this shit did this. I mean, I'll give you a couple dollars to share, you know, do a few things, but I'm not even gonna ask where it's at 3 months later, because majority of the time they don't even bring it up no more.
They ain't gonna bring it. It ain't gonna call
They
you.
not text me like, yo, that shit you gave me, that shit is at. They fall back, man, and they just be chilling.
They fumbled the bag.
They dropped the ball.
Before we wrap, I want to ask you, you know, just being here, I'm thinking about like the Rockefeller estate and different. This is the kind of ideas that I'm getting. So this legacy of Rockefeller and names like that, is that something that you're actually thinking about when when you're no longer here, your family carrying on tradition like the Kennedys, the Rockefeller? Like I said, this is the inspiration that I'm getting just sitting in this vibe. So Carnegie's, yeah, shit like that.
Well, most definitely, this is bigger than me, and that's my goal. For this all to be much bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? If it was just for me, we would have tapped out already. We'd say we good. This shit bigger than me.